Sorry for the slight hold up. That's just how it is. Oh, that was noisy. It's not expecting that to play on its own, but yeah, there was some cache injection, as you can see. Yeah. Okay. So, just to see, and that's right, they added a few more, and this was for the transients. Collect the entire Hymns of the Far North series. This is a reference to Sane's theme from Touhou 10. Faith was for the transient people. There are a few Touhou references in here, actually. This is the title of the 8th game, Imperishable Nut. I guess I'm set to play this. Oh, that's right. I actually forgot to play. I forgot the early Touhou already. Well, whatever. That's not anything anyone cares to see anyway. But it's Bala. How are you doing? It's good to see you, Bala. But, oh, so where should we roll for Columbina? I think I might do it on the statue, probably. Did you have a good day, Bala? Potentially. It's just who do you roll with? Oh, for the... Wow. That is right, it's early into morning. In Ball, Italy. Wow. I try to be respectful. I guess I should have climbed up the hair if I wanted to be more respectful. 3 Ball AM. Wow. Okay. Oh, that's right. Wow. Working for the weekend. Unfortunate. Sorry to hear that. I we could get all of our lunar characters, really. All of our lunar 5 stars or whatever. Okay. This is fine enough for just rolls. I can do our... That's right. Chinese New Year. Doc. I didn't know anything was getting shot at me. Okay. That's right, also the new outfit. Let's just get these done to have a little bit more in the tank. Ineffa trial, and the interesting thing is that all the others are showing exclamation marks on them because they're supposed to be able to be auto-completed if you've done them already. But there was something, I don't know what, they didn't say what, so it's probably something really embarrassing as to why the Nautilus one specifically couldn't work for that. For some strange reason, the progress all reset. You know, we'll never know. Okay. Now, how's this going? How exciting. Come on. Very strong. Yeah, that was good. And oh, actually, real quick. And the Phlogiston bar in the trials is the same as the one in the real world, quote-unquote, too. With Even Star, that's a Sumeru weapon. Wow. Attack? Interesting. That's balance between the scroll damage and zone damage. Stringless, Sack Sword, Alley Hunter. When do they have him on there? Scroll, VV. Of course, yeah, he runs VV. And then... The funny thing is that Scroll Ineffa you'd really never run. Except for in Varka teams, apparently, so I can buff both. Fair. Also, you'd still be on the other Servala, so... Yeah. I don't know. The other thing is... Oh. Apparently it's gonna be on Steam soon. You could actually play it on the Bala deck. And it's... Same official. They keep the builds pretty consistent. Between... Sonny's best rifle. Royal. Interesting that they haven't gotten rid of that. Okay. Fish. How? I didn't know ball emulation would work that way. Okay. Well, either way. Okay. Well, whatever. That wasn't too good. That's fine. Thank you. Yeah, I was not in a position where I could parry that. Whatever. Ugh. Come on. Come on. Okay. You know, I believe it. That's believable. Okay. Come on. Well, that's fine. I guess we're not gonna get that going. Timing's annoying. Come on. There we go. So that's right, Sathos is on this banner. Yeah, I believe in you. We could get a few more Sathos cons, that's kind of exciting. Still have him on Wanderer's Troop. I do have my Sathos on Desert Pavilion, actually, which is fun. Because he doesn't benefit from the animo damage, but its speed gives him attack speed, which is really good. Also, it's the same set that Wanderer uses, and of course, Sathos was literally created because Wanderer had nobody to be gay with, which is still so funny. Okay, Scion, that's Battle Pass Bow. Wanderers, Deepwood. Yeah, but I don't like using Wanderers or Gladiators, because using the generic sets just feels wrong to me. Deepwood, same as before. And Stringless. I don't like characters who hate each other. I don't think characters who hate each other, like, genuinely hate each other. Well, they don't interact. You know how I am. If the characters don't interact at all, it's just stupid. It makes no sense. Well, whatever. Okay. Okay. Maybe I'm annoying, but you're ball annoying, so that's worse. Okay. Now we can just shoot him. Okay. Fungus. You can line up these fun, piercing arrows. How exciting. Okay. Boom. He's actually pretty decent, but I have not had a real chance to make use of him. And yep, I'm kind of surprised that even though Ineffa does have a lunar reaction, and all the 6.0 characters did get sort of a double test run where they had the basic tutorial and then the actual trial, they didn't add one for Ineffa on rerun. I guess she's more self-explanatory. I mean, I guess. All the others have weird gimmicks, and she's just Fischl, who also turns on lunar charge and doesn't have an annoying energy requirement to keep her Oz equivalent up. Ineffa is an electro support character, provides protective shields for her teammates, allows them to trigger ball charge reactions. When Ineffa is in the party, when a party member triggers a hydro-electro reaction, convert into the lunar charge reaction. Do you find it interesting that it's not electro charge converted to lunar charge? They say very specifically a hydro-electro reaction converted to it, which notably implies that they may and probably will have more sort of reaction conversions in the future. Thundercloud will be created when the Thundercloud is active. When enemies are affected by Hydro and Electra, the Thundercloud will release bursts of lightning them, dealing electro damage when Ineffa uses her elemental skill. It creates a shield and summons a multi-purpose smart assistance unit, Brigitte, to perform coordinated attacks against enemies. Well, it's... Well, free games elsewhere. Elsewhere there aren't free games. You're complaining about the value of stolen goods. Okay. When Ineffa uses her elemental burst, she unleashes a rocket punch, deals AoE electro damage, summons a multi-purpose smart unit Brigitte to perform coordinated attacks against enemies. Brigitte is already present. Ineffa's elemental burst will refresh her duration on the field. It's free games are not going to be top shelf wherever you're going. Honestly, can you do Epic stuff on... Can you use Epic on Steam Deck? It is just a PC. Though it runs Linux, right? I don't know. Ball Linux. So what I'm trying to say is that... Oh... Other free games exist. But, you know, generally, the free games are... Okay. Not safe for Workola. Okay. Oh, interesting. But we actually don't have any Ascendant Gleam on this team, so what in the... Okay, whatever. And here we go. Yeah, putting a Wild Hunt enemy here is really funny, honestly. Because again, nothing is triggering Ascendant Gleam. It's just there to hurt us. Okay, and then it's Columbina. Welkin Moon's Homecoming. The Winter Icealia. And there are barely any of these in the world. It's hilarious. Hardy plant known for withstanding relentless wind and frost survives even the coldest depths of winter. Yeah, there are actually no fights apparently in the Archon quest coming up that actually have you use, oh goodness, your own characters, not a one, which I think is in part because they made Columbina so annoying to level. Are you trying to get me to buy you like a Stardew Valley or something? Hardy plant known for withstanding relentless wind and frost survives even the coldest depths of winter. Pillar of Emma and Martin are grown in the Serena teapot. Interesting. Okay. I mean, you can just install other apps instead of using the Steam, right? Steam OS. Columbina is an off-field damage dealer who enables your teammates to trigger Winter Charge, Winter Bloom, and Winter Crystallize reactions, dealing various types of winter reaction damage. After casting your elemental skill, Columbina summons a gravity ripple that continuously deals AoE hydro damage to nearby opponents. Whenever nearby characters trigger winter reactions or deal winter... I'm joking! I'm not mad. If you asked for it, I'd buy you Stardew. It's like $10. Nearby opponents, nearby characters trigger winter reactions or deal winter reaction damage. Columbina will keep gravity. Gravity reaches its maximum. Different types of winter reaction damage will be dealt. See bonus Winter Charge, Winter Bloom, or Winter Crystallize. The interesting thing is that the Winter Bloom is actually a lot worse, because the damage is split between 5 little motes that can only hit one target. I literally said I would buy you Stardew if you asked, as a favor. As a reward for your dedication. What did I do? Unleashing her elemental burst, Columbina summons a winter domain that grants different buffs to winter reactions triggered within it, increases winter reaction damage dealt by all characters inside. Okay, cool. Do you want me to buy you Fantasy Life? Fantasy Ball Life? Ah. So what artifacts did they still have her on Gilded? Okay, well, alright. You see this here. Electrifying Edict. Sexord. As before, this is all normal. Vivian. Yeah, that's normal. It is interesting that they don't have any emblem pieces on him still. And that really is his best piece these days. Okay. Bina. So did they give her Silken Moons, or did they give her the sub-DPS set? That's my question. Okay. Well, they gave her signature with Sithalisa, that's right, because you have to trigger the gravity, and yeah, they did give her a winter reaction, the sub-DPS set, albeit of Morningstar and Moon. Triggering reactions or inflicting damage, so not having to trigger the reaction, because of course, she can't proc Winter Crystallize. Geo has to proc that. 14 energy, Bountiful Seas, Sacred Wine. Interesting. More HP and more crit damage. She gets a lot of free crit rate, actually, from her Ascension, and just gets 15 for free, which is crazy. Gravity Interference. Petite Planet? I will say, it makes sense that it has no connections to any other of their games, but it does feel as if it's a bit of a missed opportunity that... Okay. Missed opportunity that, missed opportunity that they aren't having various animal companion type characters related there. Okay, cool. And now we can trigger some winter reactions, and that was Simple. Where's our gravity interference? And the basic tutorial is done. Okay. Entering the trial challenge. Okay, let me see this. Oh, and it's multiple. That's interesting. Well, we'll see how this goes. Let's defeat all our opponents. All our opponents. Okay, cool. And see who we want to go with. That's fun, I guess. You can be the on-fielder, sure. And cool. Cool. Oh, that's really, really strong. Nice, nice, nice. Bina. I don't have any complaints about this. Wow. Wow. Lots of interference. I mean, this wasn't a real team, so I didn't really see what was going on, but there we go. Let's pick these up, and one of the fans did want me to join their world to roll. That's what I did for Malvika, so I guess that's what I'll be doing. I mean, oh, I wanted to actually see what was on everybody. Okay. Let me just check that again real quick. Trial stage. Okay. Because again, it's Albade and Signature. Sub-DPS. Still everyone Gilded Dreams. It's really interesting that they haven't changed that. Everyone with their signature. No such thing as a Sucrose signature. This is so sad. I guess Sackfrags is kind of close. Columbina's sprint is actually notably faster than anyone with a normal, non-alternate sprint. Or Varisa, who has an extra speed boost. So, okay, I guess that's what's going to happen. Join their... A lot of people are on right now. Wow. Wow. Okay. You know, if they don't... Okay. Bala, are you still there? Did you ball asleep? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, you just went silent for a second, so I was a little worried. Okay, there we go. Go to the top of the mount. Oh, wow. What a smart place. Okay, so again, this will just go like Flynn's and Lamar Sun. That's reasonable. Oh, right, because I was gonna go on top of the statue. Oh, wait. Okay. Wait, what's wrong with doing it on top of the statue, though? Well, if it means that much to you. If it means that much to you. Oh, you're gonna have Bina be in the actual Bina place? Oh, that's fine. And it is notable that, yeah, multiplayer is how you get around the requirement that you have to switch to the Traveler. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I figured as much. But, okay, cool. For good luck, or whatever. Okay, cool. There we go. So right now, I'm at... I guess the real question is... Because I'm going for both of these. Just rolling. Someone wanted me to join their world, to roll in their world, which is what I did for Malvika, actually. Which that time was a little inauspicious, so I'm kind of worried, actually. But the question is, if I had to pick, do we want, in terms of how I'm going to plot this out, in terms of how I'm using the weapon pity, do we go for 2 of the Bina weapon or 2 of the Ineffa weapon? I would say 2 of the Bina weapon, frankly, because, I mean, she's the Archon, but... Oh, we took so long, we turned into a lamp. No, I figured as much. So, first we'll start off with... Well, that's right, actually. Well, we can do that after. It's not as important, and that'll take up precious time. So yeah, let's see how many Ifas and Sethoses and Fishholes we get. Right now, I am at... How much on... Noises are being made, and that's unfortunate. On 0 on the banner... I will say, I do like what they did with the design. They did a good job with it. Okay. We're Sero. Okay, let's get started. Intertwined Vala. And it's Eye of Perception. Okay, well, alright. We are deep into it. Let's see how this goes. And that's an Ineffa constellation. That's C2 now, I believe, which is quite nice, because Ineffa, Oron, and Columbina Ineffa is actually a very capable team. That's nice. For AoE, if you don't have the actual lunar DPSs, you can make it work. Ineffa can work as a somewhat okay Lunar Bloom on-fielder, and that's a Sethos constellation. It's so nice. And they're not ones we already have. Okay. Come on. Come on. I know, I don't think that I don't think that exists. I think it's okay. Oh. If you give me bad luck, that just means you need to, I don't know, donate or something. Kidding. Okay. So, let's see. That's, it's a sack sword. Buh. This is where we start digging into the reserves. This is unfortunate. That's still Shibayan. Her weapon and, oh goodness, new weapon. So we're getting closer. This is somewhat worrying. 72. Okay. 73. 74. Another purple. Make it a good one. It's, not that that's bad. That's actually a decent option on her, too. Okay, that's fine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, let's make this happen. Let's see. Well, okay. I won't entirely complain. We'll see. What? What? It's a Dehya. 76. That's one. 16, 20, 26. Well, all we can do is keep going. Well, you know what that means. Means we got more chances for Ineffa constellations. Okay. And Sethos constellations. It's not all bad. You know, at least this isn't the time where Varasa came before Yansan, and I had to keep rolling and potentially get a constellation to get a single C0 Yansan. I mean, do you want me to yell at you and tell you to leave? Thank you, it's a little painful. Hurting my soul. And mind you, there's still more after this, in theory. And we will see, given the circumstances. Well, I'm aware you're shocked. What I'm saying is, would you prefer that I get angry at you, blame you, and tell you to leave? I don't think. That'd be kind of crazy. Okay. Well, when you say positively shocked, that could mean you're shocked in a positive way, or it means absolutely. It's... I know you speak English as a second language, but positively shocked can mean two very, very different things. I didn't! I didn't! Do you know how hard it is for tone to come across over non-voiced text? At this point, you're gonna make me start a voice call just to avoid, so you can clarify. I mean, not think you're being sarcastic. Then you can teach everyone. Da 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 da. Da 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 Oh my goodness. This is... I think the last time I really had to go in this deep was new. Freaktar. Columbina Freaktar Moon Goddess. Calling the moon. Something about calling her by name. The blessings of the moon upon us. It is funny how it's just the whole screen. Well, okay. At least if it really came down to it, we could do a number of conversions. Okay. Well, we're gonna set this to this one. And we're gonna hope. And you know what? Yeah. We're balling. We're balling. I guess we're gonna put in the youngest person ever. 1 minute old. Okay. Characters as weapons we're rolling for. 2 Binas. 2 Binas. This is 3 Binas too many. A proper amount is -1. Okay. So... I guess it's time for the weapon. And after this, I need to go pick up the flowers. That's Columbina at 79. 116. 6. Loss. Post. 50-50. Well, it's time to go for the weapons. If you turn off the music, she says Bala. I bet that's what it is. I did hear about that. The issue is that I know that the percentage is based on friendship level. The fact that it's every 100 seconds is crazy, because for Barbara and Chi-Chi, and for Dahlia, which is hilarious, it's every 15 minutes, which is to say every 900 seconds. So it's 9 times as effective. And I don't have this. It sucks. And it's only during burst for him, too, which is even worse. Poor Dahlia. When are we getting our Favonius buffs to make him marginally less garbage? The other thing that's really, really crazy is, as you can see, Ayaka, in index order, Ayaka is before Chi-Chi. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, but, well, any time they die, and as long as it's a not cry, actually. That's how it is. But right now, we're at 1 pity on the weapon banner. We're gonna cry. We'll see what we pick up. I mean, it's Wave Riding Whirl exists. It's... yeah, this is okay-ish for... it's okay-ish for... not for Milani, but she does not need another Hydro character in the party besides herself. Well, that's Tupac's Boomerang. The famous rapper. Leeway music. Oh, this is the Kachina. But it's... Again, it's not as if her damage is ever good. Unfortunately. Poor her, really. What did she do to deserve that? Bikachina. And yep, this came out years ago. This weapon actually first showed up in Honkai 3rd as her weapon for Honkai 3rd. But this is intended for a on-field official, which is very funny. Yeah. And lots of relatively new things to me. At least to me. You know, this is what happens when you prepare for the worst. Then the worst ends up occurring. Well, that's not true. It's just if you don't prepare the worst, and then the worst happens, then you just die or whatever. So. Bobbler. Bobbala. Barball. Oh, let's see what this is. 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. Okay. Okay. Well, alright. Ooh. Ooh. That's 59 Wolf's Gravestone. It's a shame it's just not any good on Varka even. He has his new signature. At 59. On 116. At least it was early. That is some consolation. 25. That's a loss. So what this actually means is that we want to cancel the fate point. I'm not kidding. And we set this back up. And then, the reason you do that is because after you lose to a standard weapon, you're guaranteed to get a banner weapon next time. So if you're using the fate point too, that kind of wastes the fate point. But if the pity gives you Fractured Halo, now we get the fate point back for Nocturne. So that's what you do if you want both of them on the banner, which is, you know, greed. But, you know, I work hours. Unpleasant. What? Hey! Totally random Yonsan. I am not complaining. That is my first Yonsan constellation. I guess it would have been nice for that to come when I was using her with Varus a few weeks ago, but that's also acceptable. Do I really deserve to be greedy? I'm kind of evil, honestly. If anyone deserves to be greedy, it's like, you know, one of you dedicated viewers. Always so kind. So selfless. I'm not kidding. What? For admitting that I'm evil? So am I supposed to be evil and just keep being evil and not admit my sins? Oh. Okay, for a second that was... What was that? Don't tell me the stream stuttered. Oh, god damn. Yeah, it's so over. The YouTube one's gone, huh? Well, okay. Yeah, this is totally just gone to hell. It's shot through. I mean, I need to bite the bullet and just... I don't think my sister is ever actually going to come back and live in this house again. She's, like, normal. She can, like, get a real job after graduation, unlike me. And... like, her room has better Wi-Fi. And by that, I mean I can just... I can just remove her stuff from her room move into the room with a better connection. Because some of it is bandwidth. Some of it is just the bad Wi-Fi. But yeah, oh, is the Twitch stream back up? Because, I mean, that's why shit's fucked. It's... Shit. Fuck. Well, that's okay. That's fine. There are worse things that could happen, I guess, but that's genuinely really stupid. Okay. Fuck this fucking bullshit. I mean, not that it matters. The important thing is that Bina came around. I don't care anymore. Okay. Well... hard for it to be much worse. Oh, hello. 53. 50. Oh, okay. 54. Now we're at 8. At least they're coming relatively early. Okay. And... well, that does mean that I am gonna have to go in deep for the other one. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. I even reset the router and it just didn't help. It's totally fruitless. Whatever. Okay. Well, that's okay. That's okay, I guess. Well, that means it's time to cancel course and switch it to Fractured Halo. Awesome. Okay, okay. Take it to 18. Good luck, where art thou? I will say that R2 on Bina's is kind of welcome. Because it does increase her energy regain, and she needs a lot of help with that. So, I think I'll probably just go to sleep after this to ensure as little is lost as possible. 48. Then 58. Come on. I might not have enough weapons in stock. Unfortunately. 59. Oh lord. Lordy mama. 60. Oh. The agony. Ineffa. Almost done. 61. 62. 63. Come on. It's getting painful. 64. Again, at least the others came a little early. Oh. Oh. It's a lot of star glitter. Come on, baby. Hey, there we go. And a minor amount has been saved up. Okay. Let's see. At 66. 25. 50 win. Okay, well, I guess that's alright. So there we go. At 66. Cool. Let me... Guess I'm done there. I think in that case, yeah, we'll just collect flowers tomorrow and stuff. That's something. Doesn't make that much of a difference, I guess. Oh, there we go. That's fine. Oh, goodness me. Goodness. Well, time to pay the piper. Time to repay the piper, that is. That's a lot of stuff in there, huh? I don't even know what's in this domain. Okay. I guess I'll find out. You can get it. Get myself. Okay, let's see what the... Well, they aren't really telling me. Okay. Sacred Vault. Domain. That's gonna be Moonchild's Treasures. Just see what... Oh, good lord. Fishery Hidden Depths. Okay, that's fine. You know, I think this is perfectly okay. I think this is fine. More efficient. Okay. Alright. You know, honestly, that's okay. I'll just stay here and generate energy and stuff. That's fine. Weapon, not all that needed. Okay. Just gonna go lunar. Pure lunacy. Alright. Oh, this is my first encounter with those guys. That's right. Okay, cool. That's interesting. Yeah, okay, cool. Come on. I should really be waiting there. That's okay. Okay. Overload. Okay. Thank you. No. Let's keep going like that. I didn't realize, you know, they're fishers of hidden depths because they're birds. They're kingfishers. I thought them in the sense of birds. I mean fish, which is not what they are. Yeah. Oh, lasers. Okay. It's a little tough. Okay. I didn't know they could be juggled that way too. That's kind of interesting. Okay. Oh, there we are. That's a lunar damage. Cool. Fine for what it is. Yeah. I'd say running Shieldin in, but whatever. It's not a big deal. This isn't all that serious. It's not serious at all. Okay. I mean, I'm not going for the weapon. It is funny how Aino and Nilu and Weiwa all have 3-hit combos. That is wonderful if we got a character with a 2-hit combo. There are some catalysts with 1-hit, like that's just Ningguang though. Swarm monsters search for the rift of hidden depths. When several fissures hidden depths are present on the field, connections to one each other will form deep dark shields. Shields can only be broken when elemental attacks or react to damage. When extra damage is especially effective at breaking the shields. Deep dark shields. Deep dark shield, one of the fissure hidden depths is broken. Monster's shared connection causes all deep dark shields within the storm to shatter. Entire storm lightly gripped around the fissure shield was broken. Okay. Do they need more domain runs? How many more runs do you want to do? It's pretty. The Pillar of Embla. Didn't know that was as much of a pillar. It's a bit more geometric than I would have expected. Level 1 Bina. Okay, we'll put that on you. Nice one. I did not lose as much as I could have, I suppose. As I will do my dailies and go to sleep. Okay. Didn't really notice there's a bit of red in those, because it's, yeah, it's Kuvaki. But of course, you know, using Bina normals. Bina. She can't swim. She can, in fact, swim. Do need to... Well, I will be trying to get Albad. You know, I didn't know it was hit scan to the terrain. Because charge attack is similar. Let me see that here. Yeah, anything for the fans. Okay. She is singing, that's right. I think... just run Ino and... be able to get some Inocon soon, hopefully. Flens. Yeah, it's definitely gonna take a bit of pain to pick up the new weapon, along with Shibai's and weapon and Shibai herself. It should be more effective. There's an actual winner DPS now. Over 2 more runs. Okay. Alright. Fisher of Hidden Gems. Cool. Yep, there we go. They've all been successfully grouped. How exciting. Okay. They are surprisingly bulky. A lot of this is probably the multiplayer difference. Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah. Bringing Flings in the party has made a pretty major difference. The overloads are poor. Okay. Well, whatever. Come on. Nice. Yeah. That loop is really good. That makes a very significant difference. I do wonder how much better my Flings could be if I had... well, it's... it'd definitely be a bit more reliable if I had a crit rate circle instead of crit damage, but still. There we go. Oh, does that make it go from to about a 90, 150, which is decent. Well, it would actually get a little, yeah, like 90 to 150, which is a little less swingy, but still. Okay. Cool. And we'll just break that in its entirety. Nice. Okay, come on. Well, okay. Oh, that's exciting. Okay. Oh, and that's the whole point, that they'll deliberately spread out until... okay, interesting. To make the lunar shield break group mechanic actually important. That's fine, I guess. Okay. Cool. There we go. Again, it's an interesting kind of lunar shield. But it's interesting because we've gotten both hit count based and damage based shields for lunar now. Damage for this and base and hit count for the Frost Knight Science and Hera. Though not helpful had a similar thing with the YOBs versus the YOBs versus Void Shields. Void Words, I mean. Okay, there we go. That's fun. Happy to be of assistance. Farewell. Be more cooperative tomorrow. Yeah, there's her. Bina. Kutaru. Well, there we go. I guess our team is now... Who did we get rid of? Honestly, Bennett. No, you can stay at level 1 or whatever. Let's finish this up. See, I know one. Yeah, we can use Columbina for that though later. Okay. Cool. Yeah, without Bennett, this is gonna be a little funky. Okay. Alright then. I'll be able to make this team make a bit more sense soon. Well, okay. That's actually kind of okay. Interesting. Yeah, we actually have the Meow Balls. You know, that's the first time I've ever actually used Yahuda's additional application. It's just never been worth it. Which is sad. But what are you going to do? Okay. It's not that good. Over here. Okay. And it's not as if Bina's doing much in here, unfortunately. She is triggering Ascendant Gleam, and she's very, very fast. It's crazy. Speedy Bina. Here you go. Come on. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, that's fine. Cool. Yay. Okay. But that is gonna wait till Illiga. Okay, okay. And now. Finish this up. How exciting. Okay. I mean, it's a good thing. You know, the Bina rolls are more interesting. The weapon rolls are not that interesting. Yeah. Okay, and there we go. That's the end of that. Durin Radiant Heart. The ceaseless drumming in his chest reminds him thus you carry the hopes of a distant past. Your soul is resplendent and nascent. Within you burns a fervor no winter blizzard can quench. Good for him. Okay. Does mean we can take him out of the party. That's right. Take him out of the teapot. Though Yahuda will take a little bit more. Couple days, I think. The reason they're different is because there are a lot of times where I was able to use Durin but not Yahuda. For what it's worth, using her with Bina in the party won't be that bad. Yeah. Tomorrow, do the quest, we'll farm the Isalias first thing, and yeah. Do the quest so Bina cannot be level 1. Okay, okay. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Can put our level 1 Bina in the party. Just for fun or whatever. And that friendship level is going to go a long way towards... Well, that'll be big for local legends, though that will still mean energy loss when something dies, I imagine. At least that's how Chi-Chi and Barbara's work. I don't know about Dahlia's. I don't know if anyone's tested that. I don't know if anyone actually has C6 Dahlia. Honestly. Maybe a little difficult to justify. Yeah, Nocturne's curtain gall is now possessed by yours truly. Okay. Big. In the sky. It's trapped in the chimney. Okay. That's fine. Collect this. Oh, there are more Valiant Chronicles. Do that later. Okay. That's right. Resin. Yeah. And that'll be tiles for Varka's sword, and that's right. Okay. Okay. Cool. Taking advantage of that limited time everything in the party. Okay. Okay. You know, that's actually fine. We'll run it like this. Maybe even put the weapon in eventually. That's cool. That's cool. Flens. Okay, this is kind of reasonable. Okay. Alright. That's free energy application by Bina. Not that this matters that much now. Cool. And yeah, this is kind of unnecessary. That's okay. Yeah, it's not as if her gravity is winning. She's literally level 1. Okay. Ring is cool. Ring is quite cool. Okay. That's fine. Electro damage bonus. Cool, cool. Nice. But again, it's not that important. And, well, we missed them entirely. That is also sad. Cool. The gravity interference is just not doing anything. Okay. The world if Yahoda was good. She was literally just a side grade, and only at C6 or higher. To... Okay, let's see. Very, very nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, the gravity interference is just nothing. Because it's HP based, which does mean Columbina would get a lot from level 100. Okay, ooh, nice. Tile. It's detailed, more detailed. Okay. I need these for Barca. Okay. Nice. That's fine. Okay. Cool. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Getting close. Boom. Boom. Isn't it nice to be able to just use something more akin to an actual team? Of course, the VV isn't working because it only works on field. But, oh, nice. Let's just craft these up and see if we have enough. And then just, well, what am I going to farm? Could farm some freedom books for Varka because he needs those. Yeah, oh my goodness. Wi-Fi is a hell. Bleh. I can't imagine it helps that I have a lot of storage space taken up by old VODs. I haven't found the time to condense, but that's fine. 14 and 9 of these. Yeah, we got a few, but can't make enough tomorrow. Tomorrow that'll be enough, and then we can farm real things. Okay, well, that's alright, I guess. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Yeah. But the important things were shown, and that's the important thing, so yeah. Sayonara.